Welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast. Don't change the station. It's the Degenerate Nation. We're scattered throughout the winds today, the four corners of the earth. You're in a hotel. I'm in a different dojo, and we have a special guest today.
We do?
Corey G. Yes, Corey G. from Movie Graveyard. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on. It's a pleasure. I'm hiding in a bedroom somewhere.
What are you hiding from?
Wife has company over.
Oh, good call, man. This is like the ultimate not with the wife thing.
Yeah.
that you won't get in trouble for.
You are, Andy, you're in a hotel with a woman, I think. I saw someone walk by. Corey, you're evading your wife and friends, and my family is in a tent in the backyard having a camp out, and we're all avoiding them to do this podcast.
Yeah.
That no one is listening to.
No.
There's something seriously wrong with us.
We're disturbed.
At this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a great
we're
topic.
broken. It is a great topic. Andy, do you want to tell them what the topic is?
We're going to get into fucked up Hallmark movies that should be. That's what we're going to get into. But we're also going to talk about Corey G's his site and his passions for movies and for other things, perhaps. We're about to find that out. But yeah, we are going to tackle that, we'll say, issue about Hallmark not having enough realistic things going on in their films, in their movie films. We'll jump into that, but I want to get to know Corey a little bit.
Okay, sure. So, Movie Graveyard, how long has that been a thing? What do you guys do? What's on the website? What kind of movies do you review?
I review everything that people send me. Scream Factory, Severin, Warner Brothers, pretty much everything out there. TV shows, toy reviews, movie reviews, video game reviews, entertainment news, wrestling news, celebrity interviews, pretty much everything.
You can review a celebrity interview?
Yeah, I mean, I have like A-list, like Cynthia Rothrock, Don the Dragon,
Nice,
Richard Norton. Just interviewed Lorenzo Lamas last week.
I saw that, and that is exciting. And what is the website so they can immediately after this is done, after they're done listening to our masterpiece, can go and check out your other masterpiece?
The Movie Graveyard. The website itself is www.mvegraveyard.com. Started out as a podcast about 5 years ago, became a website.
mvegraveyard.com. So like, don't even wait till this is over. Just pause us. We'll wait. We're not saying anything. We're just, you're on your phone. As long as you're not driving, just go open up the browser, mvegraveyard.com. Go check it out right now while you're listening. We're not doing anything. We'll wait. We'll get time. Go ahead.
Pause. Okay.
Yeah.
So you love it? You enjoy it?
We're gonna start talking. So bookmark it and then go back to it, audience.
You love doing what you're doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd love to get paid for it. I mean, it'd be awesome
Right,
to just get shit for a living, but yeah.
Well, we're all headed that way, aren't we? I mean, that's what giving up family camping night is all about. Is building towards the future.
Plus, somebody's gonna buy these ideas and make movies out of them.
Yeah. All right. I'm prepared. So, what I'd like to hear your guys' complaints about Hallmark and what they're doing wrong and where we can like kind of step in there and do it.
So, I mean, I really don't have many issues with Hallmark movies other than they're very simple and predictable and they're all the Christmas movies. But like, I get why people like them. Girl loses her job. She's been a workaholic. She goes to the country to get away from it all. She starts seeing the small town handyman who's also the doctor, and it turns out he's Santa Claus, and they get together in the end. And she learned that love was under her nose the whole time. Like, it's a great movie.
Except if it's called Under Her Nose, she should be into cocaine heavily.
Maybe, yeah. Someone should be doing, going to rehab or something. I agree. It's always a white woman with like big hair. That would be my only complaint. Is it's always the same white woman with big hair.
Or it's Lacey Chabert, which I have no complaints about. But I want to see her do some certain things, certain B movie things. bad things. I've liked her ever since Party of Five. There was a girl in my high school that looked like her, and I had a huge thing for her, and it really did not work out. And so instead of blaming her, though, for it, I like her still. I'll watch her movies, but they're the same tropes. Like, she's like the out-of-town, like, corporate advertising executive, and then she finds that this small-town hunk is where it's at.
Yeah.
And they always feature the same thing. Like, you've got to get the washed-up actors from the 90s, like anyone from Full House or Growing Pains or shit like that. Throw them in with, like, the guy that no one knows who it is. You set him in, like, it's always got to be a fucking hillbilly town. Like, it's never the big city. And it's always named, like, Wonderlandville or some Christmas name.
Hillsburg.
And the magic of Christmas always brings people together.
Yes. Yeah.
What about the magic
So
of Juneteenth or something? Come on, let's see something different.
What would be really sweet is if you took, like, one of the Hallmark movies and combined it with, like, the Lifetime movies, where the guy is, like, fucking the nanny on Christmas, and then they go insane, and the girl, like, cuts off his dick or something. Like, that would be cool. Like, it could be, like, the crossover event. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Who owns both of those networks? Is it the same person? Because they have, like, Lifetime and was it Bravo? What's the channel that does 100% How to Get Away with Killing Your Husband shows?
ID
Lifetime.
channel. Lifetime and ID, yeah. ID is like
ID,
the
that's
You're
it.
Getting Murdered channel. Lifetime is Here's How You Murder channel.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got that.
And she leaves his dick under the
that's-
tree
That's
for
the
his
one where-
mistress.
When I walk in sometimes and the wife is watching it, and I'm like, "What you watching?" She's like, "Oh, just some show, just some show. Don't worry, it's fine. It's not how to kill you and get away with it."
And if you sleaze those movies up and released them, like, straight to video, like, especially in the 90s, they'd be cult phenomenons. Like, what was that one they had on a few weeks ago? Like, having sex with my crazy yoga instructor.
Yes, I
That
saw a
guy
part of that.
written all over that
Right?
thing.
Where was Lorenzo Lamas for that one, man?
He's big, but he's above that. We
Yeah,
have to
he
get
is.
somebody else.
He is above that. But I mean, if he wanted to direct it, maybe.
I would definitely cast him.
What about Sully from fucking Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman? What's he
I can
doing?
honestly say I've never seen a single episode of that one.
Oh, it was good.
You never seen Dr. Quinn?
Dr. Quinn
I
was
missed
that.
one.
That was awesome.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. And Sully he's a piece of work.
He's hot.
How do we always do that though? We totally skipped out on Jane Seymour, saying how, like, amazingly attractive Jane Seymour is. We went straight to Sully. Like
Because
we always
when
do.
she was a little dowdy in that, she
I would
wasn't
never
Wedding
call Jane
Crashers
Seymour
Jane Seymour. She was Dr. Quinn Jane Seymour, but Sully was Sully, right? He was
No,
peak.
that's
He was
prime-
peak. Whoever the
that's prime
fuck,
Sully.
prime Sully, whoever the fuck he is, whoever his name is, he was in his prime, as that go between the whites and the Native Americans. Anyways, that's enough. Joe Lando. He should be in one of these fucking movies, getting his dick cut off by the wife.
Who the fuck is Lando?
Joe Lando
I
Calrissian.
don't know this show, man. I'm like lost.
Do you know?
Lando is the actor.
Yeah.
The actor who played Sully from Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. It's a good show. Yeah, check it out. I think they did like 7 seasons. in the
Yeah, at
90s.
least.
Yeah.
There was an episode where the
that's
alcoholic
the
took the
alien
fucking soap, or not the soap, the stuff where you dip the combs in, and he got drunk off of that, and they were trying to keep him from drinking. Anyways, there's so many plots in that show. I'd recommend it. It's up there with Walker, Texas Ranger, which we should also incorporate into it. Jimmy Trevette needs to be in the first, he should be the dad in the first biracial or interracial Hallmark movie. Dating wise. What do you think? Jimmy Trevette?
I think that's a great idea. Where is that guy these days? He's never on anything.
He never got out of that limo after Argyle punched him. Or that the van.
The ambulance.
Die Hard. You remember that one? Corey
Die
G.
Hard, yeah.
Now I'm
Yeah.
picturing Walker, Texas Ranger in a Hallmark movie.
Yes.
He would do one.
He would do it. He's conservative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Christian conservative. He's in his late 70s,
Yeah.
right? How old is Chuck Norris now? He's old. He could play the small town handyman's father, who turns out to be
Yeah,
Santa.
I was just about to. He's Santa. He's small town Santa.
He's also got to be a church like the Reverend or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he is an
absolutely.
ex-cop. I was a New York cop.
And moved to the small town after I killed somebody, found Jesus, and I'm now the preacher, and I'm the assistant deputy on the weekend.
It's History of Violence meets a Christmas Hallmark movie with Santa.
History of Violence is a great movie.
I love that movie. The end with the sit-down dinner when no one's talking, it was like, that's genius. Genius.
It's a great comic book, too.
But except this one, everyone's talking. And their sit-down dinner for Christmas dinner, everyone's talking. Everyone's happy.
I think you should just do a Walker Texas Ranger like reunion episode that is also a Hallmark Christmas movie.
I think that could be
Just
arranged.
Walker and the blonde chick from Walker,
Alex?
Jimmy Trevette comes by. Yeah. And it's their children, right?
Yeah.
And they're gonna get married, but there's an event, something happens, and now they're not gonna get married. They're separated. They're concerned, and then Santa Claus comes and reunites them.
Wait, so Walker was Santa all along. Also, the first interracial couple on Hallmark is the daughter of Trevette and the son of Walker and Alex.
Yes.
But how will Danny Trejo play into this equation?
Oh, he'll do it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
James
we gotta
Wong,
have
too.
Trey. I don't know. Maybe there's like a run-in with it's in Texas, and maybe it's in like New Laredo, Texas. And
Is that where it was?
I don't know. Well, Walker Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
New Laredo's like one of those border towns that like has issues as far as I
Danny
know.
Trejo could run a ranch.
He could own the Christmas tree lot.
Yeah, Christmas tree ranch. They got horses. They got Christmas trees. They got Danny Trejo. And they got everything. What's it called?
Walker, Texas Christmas.
Yeah. It's gonna get pitched. It's gonna happen.
I'm willing to bet if you go back and look through the archives, there probably was some hokey ass Christmas episode of Walker where Santa mystically left him a present or something.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
But was it an interracial wedding?
I don't know. Yeah, it was probably what was the guy CD who had the bar?
CD
Parker. That was his name.
He died, right?
Noble Willingham. Yeah, he died.
The character died.
The character, I think, did die. He left the show.
He was gonna be retired, and he died right after getting retired. They used all the tropes.
Yeah, it's hard to get past him singing the theme song.
Oh, he's gonna sing. He's gonna sing "Silent Night" for sure.
Yeah, no, the actor who played CD Parker, the actor's name is Noble Willingham, and
that's a cool
he
name.
left the show in 1999 to run for the House of Representatives. So that's why he left the show. Yeah.
No one else left that gravy train involuntarily. Nobody. Yeah. There's probably some actors that were killed off of that show twice, as different characters.
When I was before I interviewed Lorenzo, I rewatched like the first 2 years of Renegade. Yeah. And I swear to Christ, Don Swayze was in 5 of them, playing a different bad guy in each one.
That's all. Hey, if you like somebody, you go for it. You know, you keep bringing them back.
Was in a couple of them.
Nice. That aired on USA Network, right?
The 5th season did. Then I think they showed it in reruns. When it first started, it was syndicated. But
nice.
No, it's a cool show. Like I still like it. It holds up. Like kind of even for like the cheesiness of it, it still holds up. It was better than Walker.
Walker was terrible.
Walker was really bad.
The action was pretty cool though. You remember they jump kick a guy and then he'd go like and he'd fly through the glass and go.
Yes. What? Every week someone got roundhouse kicked through a plate glass window. Like, that's amazing. It was great.
Yeah.
The best syndicated show was VIP with Pam Anderson. That was the best syndicated show.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a badass. Okay, she should be in one of these movies too.
Hell, she should be in all of them.
Yeah. What should her role be? Is she in this one, or should she get her own series?
Nah, she'd have to have her own.
Yeah.
Man. She's good. You got to stick in something else. You got to get. I wonder when Tori Spelling will graduate from Lifetime to Hallmark.
Ooh, I hope so.
I think she did some. Didn't she do some?
Did she?
Spelling? Hallmark shit?
I know Aunt Becky did a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah. She had that show, and she got fired.
Did you ever see her Back to the Beach when she was 20?
Back to the Beach?
Yeah, it's like this cheeseball 80s surf movie with Annette Funicello and Frankie Avalon. She plays their daughter. She's in like a string bikini through the whole movie. God, she was gorgeous back then.
Oh, man. Good poll. Because
Check it out.
her daughters are attractive. They seem like they're a waste of space, but
They got into Harvard or whatever.
Yeah.
It is.
USC is the Harvard of the West, as we know.
Yeah. Now she'll go to prison for about 5 days, and then
Yeah, the University of Spoiled Children is what they called it. UCLA girls are nice, though. They're probably both pretty solid, to be honest.
It really says something when you're filthy rich and you still got to bribe somebody to get your kid into college.
Right?
What kind of
It's like,
half
I
a
just
fucking
donated
sloth are you
$500,000. Let my
to
kid in.
Yeah.
$500,000 for USC? Why?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were that dumb,
Yeah.
if they were too dumb to get in, what was the diploma going to do for them?
Nothing. She wanted to be
There
an
you go.
influencer. Like, the parents are stupid. I mean, not just because they bribed and everything, but because the economics of influencing. Do that while you can and make your money. You can go. It's like being an NBA player. Go early, make your money, and get out.
I know fucking 50-year-olds that are just getting diplomas from college.
Yeah, that's
Right in
fine.
time for retirement, you know?
Yeah.
I got my degree, but nobody will hire me because I'm a senior citizen. You know, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, but they threw it all away for a daughter that just wanted to be an influencer anyways.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
now she'll be famous, so she can influence. I don't know.
she can influence me.
Yeah. She can star now in the Hallmark movies.
Yeah. Oh, what if they hired her daughter and she's not even an actress?
You could do it like she got kicked out of the university for a bribery attempt, and she has to go to the small hillbilly town, and then fucking finds the spirit of Christmas in a dean.
The Christmas
gets married
tree.
to the dean and gets back in school.
Yeah, I like
There
that.
you go. And it turns out the dean was Santa
Santa
the whole
Claus.
time.
And the dean is played by Dave Coulier.
That would be awesome.
Cut it out.
Cut
That
it
would be
out. Yeah. Cut it down. The Christmas tree.
You have to get Randy Quaid as Santa in some of these, but you have to get him like where he doesn't know he's being filmed and he's just crazy.
Just straight up Quazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would be a
Straight
great
up
Santa.
with it. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Like you could combine Vice City or Vice Squad, the one with Ramrod the pimp, with the Hallmark movie, and Randy Quaid could be like the evil pimp that's now Santa or something like that. That would be so awesome.
Yes. An evil pimp, Randy Quaid. I like it. Cousin Eddie just with full on violence. Now,
Yeah.
which vice do you feel like is missing most from Hallmark movies? Is it the sex? Is it the violence? Is it gratuitous language or drugs or anything else?
It should have drugs in it. I mean, regardless. I mean, if you think of the plot, you got somebody from the big city coming back to some hillbilly town.
Yeah.
I mean, of course they're going to want to get fucked up because they're back in like bumfuckville, you know, after they've
Yep.
been to New York as
Yep.
like a fashion model. And clearly they're going to need some blow.
She's a New York influencer, and then she comes back like a Brooklyn influencer. She comes back to Treesboro or whatever.
Yeah.
She wants some fucking blow. There's one guy in town, and it's Randy Quaid, but he He gets in her and she tries to traffic her, and she doesn't know any better. She tries to do a vlog from the back of a camper that she got taken into. It's gonna be a great movie.
You could even have, if you want to expand it, you could have the girl from the shit town go to the big city, and Randy Quaid starts pimping her out right away because she doesn't know what to do because she's from this small town. So he has to beat her and mind control her, and then the handyman from the town has to come back on Christmas to get her back.
Well, see, I was thinking that Randy Quaid is like drugging her and using her as a drug mule, right? And making her eat all these balloons full of blow, and like sticks her in the back of the trunk and takes her on this long drive, right?
Yeah.
That long drive is a long drive north to the North Pole because he's Santa the whole time. The whole time he was Santa. And all the cocaine is for the elves.
Yes.
And it's called Holiday Traffic.
I still say you get Charles Bronson in all these fucking movies.
Yes, Bronson as the grandpa. Bronson as the love interest. Bronson playing a biracial guy.
See, you get one where it's like
just roundhouse kicking everyone.
Yes.
The town is going to have like the big Christmas party, and in the beginning, the girl from Growing Pains or something, she gets like sexually assaulted by 5 good old boys, and the town can't do nothing about it. Now she doesn't want to go to the Christmas dance. Then you see the Greyhound bus, and it pulls away, and there's Bronson. That's her uncle. He's got that bag with that fucking gun in it, and he's like, he goes down to the Christmas party, and he's like, ho, 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 and he pulls out the gun and just starts shooting them. To reveal him though for some reason.
Now, is he CGI'd Bronson, or we dig up Charles Bronson and we do it?
Just get that new guy, Bronzy, that looks just like him, that made like Death Kiss in those other movies. The guy's like his twin.
Nice. He'd do it.
He could do it.
Pull it up. Bing it.
Bing
it, Luther.
I'm looking it up right now.
I like that.
Kiss is the name of the movie he did. It's scary how much this guy looked like him.
I'm drinking fake gin right now.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
You're drinking what?
He's a dead,
fake gin.
Dead ringer,
I don't
man.
drink, so I got some fake stuff for this special occasion. So cheers.
I drank ginger Sprite today. That was nasty.
Oh God. Oh, you can't. I don't even think you can doctor that up to make it good. That just sounds terrible.
I ended up switching to my kids' cotton candy Faygo.
Nice. Good call. So, they don't have any kids movies either, Hallmark. They need more action-packed kids movies. With Charles Bronson.
Yeah, this guy's Robert Bronzy is a dead ringer for Charles Bronson.
It's
ridiculous.
Scary, isn't it? I mean, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's the same dude. It's weird. All right,
Luther. Kids movies? Yes or no on Hallmark? Realistic kids movies.
Look, I don't think that we should dabble in coming up with kids movies because the Hallmark might actually do that. I think we should stick with this concept of, maybe have like one featuring a person of color. Like I'm sure they've had one, right? Because they have to have like a token black movie. But like, I don't know. Maybe the Asian woman who's successful in the city goes back to a small town and meets.
Well, about a drug mule and mistletoe, and so the mule and the mistletoe.
You could make one like targeted for the kids, where like the mayor wants to outlaw Christmas. So he hires like a bunch of thugs, and they're trying to muscle in, and then the one family who's like the church family. Their son comes back from the Marines, and he's played by John Cena, and he goes, "You can't see Christmas," and he just starts like beating the shit out of everybody, and then all the kids would watch it because it's John Cena.
Yes, we just need to pull all the action stars. So you'd have Action Night on Hallmark, a doubleheader, 8 and 10, and then you have your Woman in Peril ones or Men in Peril or whatever too. And then you got, they just need to juice their formula a little bit. They'll get everybody. We're talking 4 quadrant movies here.
Yeah. And then I mean, then like you said, Lifetime. You switch over to the Lifetime, and they've got somebody getting human trafficked, and that's when Bronzy comes in, and after Bronzy stops the human traffic, he gets the phone call, and they're like, your niece was raped, and he's just like, dun, 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 and then you turn to the Hallmark movie, and there's the bus driving by, and Bronzy's there now, fucking get revenge. It's like a 2-movie night crossover like they did back when I was a kid on ABC.
Yeah, with the TGIF, well, they had like crossovers on the TGIF shows, like Family Matters and that's Perfect Strangers. Step by Step,
they
and
would
them
all
too.
cross
Yeah,
over.
it was great. I was like, oh, Urkel's gonna be on this one. Urkel's gonna be on this one. Urkel's gonna be on Baby Talk.
Do
you remember that one?
Fucking Hallmark movie.
What's that?
Why Urkel should be in a Hallmark movie?
Urkel should be. He's proven that the white audiences flock to him. So Urkel needs to be the first black lead in an interracial Hallmark movie. Romance.
Are we talking like Michael Jai
Jaleel White
saying his character Stephen Urkel would be or maybe Stefan Urkel.
Jaleel White as Stefan Urkel.
Jaleel White, not Michael Jai White. Yeah, Jaleel White. Sorry.
Yeah, Michael Jai White can add a whole new element to it, though.
There you go.
The town is gonna lose everything, and the only way to get the money back so they can keep the Christmas farm afloat is underground fighting. And the Reverend's dad is Michael Jai White, like in Blood and Bone, and he comes and he does all these fights to the death to earn money to keep the Christmas tree
Christmas farm going.
Yeah. And it turns out he was Santa the entire time.
Well, what's it called? What's it called?
We gotta have great titles for these. Titles are hard, though.
I'll do the titles. I'll come up with one for that. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. Yeah, all I can think is like chopping down Christmas, but it's karate chop.
It's just the farm.
Why? It could just be like, it's Christmas, motherfucker.
Yeah, Christmas, motherfucker. Black farm. Oh my god.
Michael Jai White's badass. I always liked in Blood and Bone. It's like the best line in fucking action movies when he just looks at that guy and he's like, if you're thinking of fucking with me, don't. And then he kills like 6 people.
Nice. Right in front of the guy?
Oh, no, he kills that guy too. Don't worry. He takes them all out in a prison shower.
Well, yeah.
Prisons. We need a prison movie.
There you go. Yeah. Maybe it could be a sequel or like spin-off where say it's Randy Quaid goes to jail for like seeing a hooker, but he brings the spirit of Christmas to the prison because he was Santa all along.
Yeah, all along he was Santa. That's great. No shanking.
And when the one guy's gonna get the chair through a Christmas miracle, the power gets cut off. And then he gets commuted to life and then raped in the shower or something later.
And then he puts up the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
But the power's back.
Maybe it's Randy Quaid as like a down and out mall Santa Claus who has a drinking problem, right?
Yeah.
Kind of bad Santa, but he ends up getting locked up and he starts spreading the Christmas spirit throughout the prison. Same things, but then he ends up really being Santa in the end. Like evaporating into myth and going up.
They find it out when they go to shank him in the shower and he doesn't die. Like the Christmas magic comes out and everything.
Yeah, and it affects all of them.
Turn to candy canes and shit.
The candy shiv.
That'd be cool. Like you could stab the guy and then eat it. You get rid of the evidence.
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
Pretty awesome. Someone needs to build a gingerbread house too. In the background,
Agreed.
What about those ones that they have all those contests? Like there's always the Christmas tree decorating contest or the ginger house building contest or what else? The ice sculpture. We need something like that.
Have the beauty pageants too. I've noticed like they're gonna crown like I don't know Miss Christmas or whatever like that and
the Frost Queen.
The Frost Queen.
I've seen one that like someone some town elder has passed away, and it's like a scavenger hunt for their money or something, just to bring, or just for in remembrance of the spirit of Christmas. I mean, there's some real wacky concepts.
We could do this, guys.
Let's write the script. Let's just put pen to paper one day.
Full bore.
Knock out a script too. Yeah, full on Hallmark movie with a little bit of something weird, like sprinkle some incest in.
Yes, very much.
Yeah, something.
Well, because stepsister stuff is really big, so we can make that more mainstream with Hallmark. It's in mainstream porn. It's pervasive in that, and so it can be pervasive in our Christmas films.
You gotta have you gotta throw in an element where their town is also, maybe they have banned the Christmas party because years ago there was the icicle killer with the guy going around and stabbing people with icicles and shit. So the town has banned Christmas. So
because they treat the symptom and not the disease. Yeah, got you.
Yeah, combine Footloose and Christmas.
But he's the icicle killer, the person that did it, and he was ... Santa.
Because he lost his Christmas
spirit. He did. He lost his Christmas spirit.
Fucking an elf.
Yep.
All the elves.
Fucking all the elves. All of them.
They're all CGI to look like Randy Quaid.
He's Randy Quaid's in it 49 times.
He's got to be in all of them.
And Charles or Bronzy is the Santa.
Yeah.
Lacey Chabert's in it. She's the love interest.
Who's Mrs. Claus?
Tracy Lords.
Yeah. Yes.
We got to start making calls, man. We got to make calls. We got to get agents lined up. We got to start talking these.
Well, who's going to direct these masterpieces?
Randy Quaid.
I don't know who. He's going all in on Randy Quaid. I think it's a good.
Who'd be really good in one of these would be Ricky Lake, but it have to be fat Ricky Lake, because when she got thin, like her eyes crossed and she wasn't like pretty. At least when she was fat, she was kind of cute. So you need fat Ricky Lake in one of these too.
Fat Ricky Lake, like from Hairspray, fat.
Yeah, that fat Ricky Lake.
Yeah,
her eyes were straight.
Yeah, we do not need cross-eyed, skinny Ricky Lake. We need
no cross-eyeds. Hallmark does not want that.
No, I don't see none of any Hallmark movies. That's saying something.
She probably has all that talk show money. She's probably just chilling.
You think there's a lot of money in talk show money?
Are you serious?
I don't know, man.
Oh yeah.
You joking, right? You know how rich Jerry Springer is, dude?
No, I don't.
He has a private jet.
That doesn't take that much. Is it a jet or is it
Springer would be an awesome fucking town mayor in a movie.
Yeah, Jerry Springer's the mayor. We're casting this motherfucker.
Yeah. Why not? And it turns out he was Santa the whole
time. Who's Santa's son that's going to unseat him? We got to have something where there's an issue with father and son, and they have to reconcile.
So who's Santa in that film?
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer would be Santa.
Mm-hmm. Who would be good for his son?
Urkel. Because, he was like...
Because he was the mayor of a city and he was in the inner city.
Yeah.
Oh, and he had a dalliance with Urkel's mom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Who's played by...
Felicia Rashad.
Yes.
Is she too old now?
Yeah. No, but Jerry Springer's like 70-something.
That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking who's an older lady.
I like that. And it's, in its a way, it's also like colorblind casting. And that's something that Hallmark is not guilty of. They know exactly what they're doing.
I already figured out who could be the town handyman in all these movies. Channing Tatum.
Oh. Why don't they just... Yeah, they need to pull out the big bucks for these guys.
Because he looks like he'd be a handyman. I mean, he looks like a fucking dope. I mean...
Yeah.
Obviously, he's a dope. He didn't want to do any 21 Jump Street movies. Now he ain't doing nothing.
He didn't want to do 23 Jump Street?
Movies.
21 and 22 Jump Street are hilarious.
They are. They're great
Those
movies.
are really underrated. You seen those, Luther?
Yeah, I have. Sorry, I just heard a big thud in my house.
Oh.
I should probably find out what's happening.
It's bronzy. So what's a website again? So now that in case they haven't written it down, sir, good sir.
Movie Graveyard, www.mvegraveyard.com.
Excellent. You know, I normally don't say this, but I want you back.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, this is fun. This is great.
This is fun.
We could go on a lot of tangents. Like yeah. So yeah, we'll talk offline about your ideas of networks and stuff. Yeah, podcast network. I think you mentioned. So
now, I just thought of something.
Yeah.
If you look, one of the stories I reported this week, Marty Jannetty, that wrestler from the '80s, that guy was on Facebook talking about how he made a guy disappear and murdered a pedophile and shit. Now he's getting investigated. That could be the subject of a Christmas movie, because then the other wrestlers have to help him discover the spirit of Christmas. Because he murdered the town pedophile who used to be the Santa in that town.
We could make it like a Wonderful Life, where like Shawn Michaels is the ghost of Christmas future and takes him back, and like what if we didn't have that feud and we remained tag team champions, and like or if you had the HBK career that I had, and like then if basically they could be a Christmas movie if Shawn Michaels was the Marty Jannetty of the Shawn and Marty Jannetty combo.
So Marty Jannetty murdered somebody?
Now he's trying to say, well, I didn't say I murdered him. I said I made him disappear for the rest of his life. That's fucking murder, when
that sounds like murder.
A guy in a river and make him disappear. Yeah, he's dead. But
it sounds like it. Yeah.
When you said about the Wonderful Life, I have to mention the greatest Christmas television show ever was the Married with Children, It's a Wonderful Life, where Al wished he was never born and it turned out everything was better. So they decided to live to make everybody miserable. That's the greatest television Christmas episode of all time.
Probably by a wide margin from what it sounds like. I gotta watch that one. Because most of those Christmas episodes are terrible.
Yeah.
I remember that one, but yeah, most of them were always kind of sappy. Like I remember Saved by the Bell did one where the girl was homeless.
Yeah, they were trying to get U2 tickets.
Yeah,
and I'm like, did they get to the concert or what? Fuck this homeless person. When did they get to the concert?
Zach was all about the pussy, though. He didn't care about the concert.
Yeah, he didn't care about the dad's homeless. He's like, yeah, about that. But I'm trying to get on your daughter, though. Even though Kelly was right there.
Sick. You're living in the station wagon. There's plenty of room in there. I'm down,
Yeah, he's down.
Yeah. Yeah, and they got together, and it turned out the dad was Santa the
whole time. Good night.